Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with the winnersandwhiners.com coming to you from the Dave Raymond studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Deep-3. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, mash those buttons, smash those buttons. I mean, you can tell I'm old. Smash those buttons, the like, the subscribe, give us the love. And of course, tell us what you're playing today. Tell me, are you tailing me? Are you fading me? What are you doing? What are you conjuring up on your own? Got that, got a little soccer going on, got some NHL playoffs, got some NBA action rocking. What are you guys playing? There's a lot of choices out there. Some early baseball. It's a couple afternoon delights, so tell us about your skyrockets in flight. And, of course, the straw that stirs the drink. It's our websites, winnersandwhiners.com, statsalt.com. Make sure you get over there and check those out for deep dives into all the contests, not just the ones we talk about today, but every game going on in America every single day. So get over there and check that out. It will become an invaluable handicapping resource for you. That's my prediction. I'm taking the over as on the number of times that you go over there and check out the website. So with that being said, let's do a quick recap of yesterday's action. We went 0-2-1 on the Deep-3 as Orlando absolutely, there was no magic there as that series got evened up. Toronto showed up to play, outscored them, I believe, 14-2 to start the game, and that was pretty much all she wrote as they pulled closer for a minute, and then the Raptors stepped on the gas again, and that was all but over. And we had in an absolute brutal game. We had the New York Mets team total over 4.5, and even though Pivetta absolutely was just as shitty as I thought he would be, he gave up 7 hits, 3 walks in 5 innings for a nice whip of 2.0. Got some good breaks. Got 2 double play balls with men on first and third, and yeah, I just didn't work out for us. And then later in the game, because it was so lopsided, they decided to clear the bench, put in the scrubbies, and the Philadelphia Pen was able to preserve that game at 3 runs. So I thought we were locked in. I thought, Pivetta still not good, didn't help his stats any. Although giving up 3 runs in 5 innings vastly improved his obscene ERA. But I just thought I was bitter about that one. Until the next game, and that was the Pittsburgh-Detroit under 8 is where we had it capped. I know it eventually went to 7.5, so I know some of you guys probably got down on it late and got it at 7.5, but we capped it at 8, so we're going to call that a push. But what a hard luck fucking push that was, as it was 3-2 Pittsburgh going into the bottom of the 9th. Detroit scored the tying run and had the winning run on second base, but didn't have the decency to walk it off. Pittsburgh comes up in the top of the 10th, hits a 2-run home run to go up 5-3, and that's your ball game. Bob's your uncle, and we take the golden fist right up the old patoot. So yeah, not the best day, not the best luck. Just the only bad pick that ended up being an awful pick was the Orlando game. The other games we had capped right. When you play under and you go into the bottom of the 9th with 5 runs, you feel pretty good about it. But not the way it worked out. So on the premium side, we went 1-2 as, hey, talk about your good bets. We had the New York Mets to win the first 5. Oh, we were getting half a run, though, so that helped. What happened? Well, if you didn't see it, the Philadelphia Phillies put up 10 runs in the first inning before recording an out. Congratulations. Well done, Mets. And then we had the San Antonio-Denver under, which was kind of clipping along at a decent pace. We were right about where we needed to be entering the fourth quarter, and then Denver really woke up and stepped on the gas, and that ended up going over the total, and finished it off with a nightcap of with the Cleveland Indians taking care of business against the Seattle Mariners. All of a sudden, it's weird. Seattle plays well against the Royals, and then they go home and play like shite and Cleveland plays like shite against the Royals, and then go to Seattle, and they're world beaters. Go figure. You know what it is? It's the first 3 weeks of the season in baseball, guys, and we're still trying to figure out who everybody is. So, we see trends, but basically, you're capping off of 2 or 3 games for these pitchers. And, a lot of times that's the real trend. A lot of times it isn't. Like Pavetta, I think he sucks, all right? I think that's official. But as far as Steven Matz goes, he's had a sub-2 ERA going into tonight's action. I'll tell you what, giving up 10 runs without recording an out, that's going to ding up the old ERA quite bad. I didn't even look to see what it was. In fact, I still had that game up. I'm gonna look. I've got that box score up right here. I want to see what his new ERA is. Now I'm curious. Steven Matz now has a 4.96 ERA, and he had I believe 1.83 going in. So nice job, Steve. Don't call me Steve. Steve. So you know what? Let's go on to tonight's game. Peaks and valleys. Time to hit a peak. Taking a look in the NBA playoffs, starting off with the Detroit Pistons taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks minus 15. Yeah, that's a lot of wood to lay, especially in a playoff game. But the Pistons, let's face it, they're a very bad team without Blake Griffin. They would be nowhere near the playoffs without a season, or, it's Blake Griffin, so most of a season of Blake Griffin before he got injured. The Bucks, they have the number 1 defense in the NBA. They are the best record in the NBA. They may not win by 35, but I think they win by more than 15. I see no reason to fade the Bucks here. I think they get it done again against a depleted Detroit squad. And moving on to the major leagues as St. Louis takes on Milwaukee. Looking at the total of 9. Got Michael Waka going for St. Louis. Against Corbin Burns for Milwaukee. Mr. Burns, excellent. You know what Corbin Burns has not been this year? Excellent. He's been very, very bad. He has been consistent, however. In each of his 3 starts, he's gone 5 innings or less and given up 3 home runs each time. I'm telling you guys, there's a lot to like about this kid's peripherals. He's got a fantastic spin rate. He has an unbelievable slider, but he's got a great four-seamer. However, he just has a bad problem with location, and he has absolutely paid the price. I'm telling you, this kid's going to be a star, but it ain't going to be today. On the other hand, Michael Waka, he's had 2 good starts, and then his last time out, he fell off the cliff. The Brewers have averaged 5.85 runs per game in their last 7, and they've scored 8 or more in 4 of those 7 games, including last night's contest. Both Pens, they've had a fair amount of use in this series, so there's going to be some tired arms out there. And the Cards, they are particularly challenged. I think that this becomes a war of attrition, and I think Burns is absolutely, he's due not to have 3 home runs hit off of him, but I think people are still going to be able to put the ball in play and put some runs on the board. I like St. Louis, Milwaukee over 9 right here. And moving on to the nightcap as the LA Angels take on the Texas Rangers. Matt Harvey goes against Lance Lynn. Hello, 2014 is calling. Oh, that will be a good pitching matchup. However, right now, it's not going to be so good. As tempted as I am always to play the over in a Rangers home game, especially with Harvey on the mound, I'm gonna not do it. And why? I can't believe I'm saying it, but it's because Lance Lynn has actually had 2 good starts. Man, he was just about an auto fade for us most of last season and the beginning of this year. But maybe he's got something figured out. Probably in the best shape of his life. Where have we heard that before? Oh yeah, everywhere. So I'm gonna back him here. Rangers are minus 120. And both of these teams could absolutely suck and put up 17 runs in the first 5 innings. That's certainly a possibility with these 2 powder kegs, especially down there in Texas. But Harvey, he has not been good since 2015, and my official prediction is a dark night for the Los Angeles Angels. Thank you. That'll be my last pun. So let's get down on the Texas Rangers minus 120. Hey, let's add to this. Let's add to it the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Braves. Milwaukee Braves. How old are you, dude? Not even I'm that old. And the Milwaukee Brewers over 9. At least I didn't call them the Seattle Pilots. And finishing off with another Milwaukee. We're going to do the Milwaukee parlay here. as the Milwaukee Bucks cover the 15. Let's get down on those 3 games, guys. And at the end of the day, we're going to snatch up those winning tickets, and we are all going to head back to the window. All right, let's take a look and see what we have for shout-outs here. Of course, this is the part where we always talk about our premium plays, and premium plays 15-6 last week. Like we said, we kind of struggled the first couple days out this week, but we're looking to recover. We got some dandy picks over there today, and we have full confidence in getting right back on the right side of the action there. So if you're interested in the premium plays, interested in my baseball picks, check it out right there. There's the address, and also have the link in the description for this video as well. So check that out, won't you? All right, so let's move on to the shout-outs here today. We have the astute Aardvark. He had the Mets over 9. Well, the Mets didn't help much, but they certainly got there. What was that, a first inning bet? He had the KC first 5 over 5. And is that a push on that one? I think we had a push on that one. He had the LA Angels first 5 under 5.5. Yeah, no problem there. And Farah said he is tailing the baseball part of the Deep 3. Congratulations, Farah. You took a couple bad beats. One, hopefully you got a push and a bad beat. So, yikes. Cody, he's tailing the New York Mets Philadelphia over. He had the Pittsburgh Detroit over. Had the Tampa Bay run line and the Spurs first half over 51. Well done, Cody. The Divine Greek said tailing the Deep 3 again. Plus he had the Rays and the Cubs money line. Says let's get it tonight. Says it needs to recoup some of these blackjack losses from the weekend. Yeah, the Divine Greek said he'd been on a cruise to Key West and the Bahamas, and yeah, that's a nice little fun cruise. I've done that. It's kind of cool. I like Key West a lot. Not a gigantic fan of the Bahamas. A lot of people there, and if you don't like to get your hair braided or robbed, I would probably find another place in the Caribbean to go. That's just me, though. So, but I bet the Greek, he sounds like one of those guys that kind of carries the fun with him. So I bet he had a good time on that cruise. So, and playing blackjack, whether he played it at Atlantis or played it on the boat, both of those places have very, very unfavorable rules for blackjack players. So, no surprise that he needs to get back some BJ losses. So let's see if we can get her going for you tomorrow, Greek. Sorry about that, brother. And Todd M, he had Oakland over 8, and he had the Colorado dog in the money line. Yeah, very nice. That was a good. Colorado took care of business again. Pappy Longwood, 69. He had the Raptors minus 10.5, and he had Denver as well. 2 fine picks there, Pappy. C-Dub had Barcelona in the over 2.5. Juventus and Ajax. Cristiano Ronaldo to score anytime, minus 165. And he actually scored a pair of games in the French Revolution. So good bet there. No, Cristiano Ronaldo scored. Had Barcelona to win, and he had Portland first half as well. Hammer and Hank had the Cubs on the money line and the Rays on the run line. A nice job, Hammer and Hank. Eric T said Eric T's money line baseball system is 27-9 right now going into tonight's action, and he messaged me about this one. The pick on the board today was the Royals plus 1.5. Oh, and I liked it, man. I thought that I thought Jorge Lopez would maybe step up and do all right. I thought the Royals would put some runs on the board. And you know, the Royals did their thing. They put up one. The pitcher, the other Lopez for the White Sox threw 20 pitches or threw 39 pitches in the first 2 innings. Thought the Royals were going to be able to take advantage of that. In fact, I took a live bet on the Royals. Minus 117 when they were up 1-0, and the other pitcher had thrown 40 pitches. So yeah, who's the genius now, huh? So needless to say, the Royals lose 5-1. They did not get there with plus the 1.5. Sorry, Eric. Miguel Anola said he's tailing the Deep 3, and he also had Houston on the money line. And B-Phils had some very nice words to say. He said, I wanted to say that I was following other cappers, but they're all the same. They're just overexcited, where I am just a regular Joe. And that is absolutely right. I have never tried to be one of those guys with my 47-star plays and buy or die, that kind of shit. It ain't who I am. I'm a steady, solid handicapper That has just the only difference between me and a lot of you guys is I have a shit ton more time to do it. All right, I ain't smarter, I ain't better, I just have more time. So thanks for the kind words, B-Phils. He says he looks like I'm a regular Joe, like somebody you could just bump into online at the bagel shop and shoot the shit. And that's true, because I said that I was absolutely no stranger to a fine New York bagel and schmear, one of my favorite things of all time. Except, being from the Midwest, we have no idea what a good bagel is. So if you ever get a chance to go to New York, have one of their nice water bagels. Very, very different from what you're eating probably anywhere else. And it's much more preferable if the Deep-3 don't go our way. Yeah, you know what? It's a slog, man. I'm not going to get 2 up or 2 down. If we go 3-0, 0-3, now I do go on losing streaks, and you guys have seen me before. Collar starts getting a little tight if we go 1-8 or something like that. But going 1-2 or 0-3 for a day, my toes are still tapping. We're good. We're still good. You got to trust the process. All right. So thanks for the kind word, B-Phils. Much appreciated. And Super Cisco, he had the Blazers -2. Fine pick there. Mikey B had the Tampa Bay. He said he took Tampa Bay on the money line. Now, funny story about that, Mikey B. Tampa Bay Rays won, and the Lightning, they lost and ended up getting swept. So you got to tell me which Tampa Bay you had. And while you're at it, you can tell me what Pittsburgh you had, because he also had Pittsburgh on the money line, and the Pirates won, and the Penguins lost. He also had Toronto. So luckily, there was only one Toronto that played, and they won. So nice job, Mikey B. At least with the Toronto game. Let me know how you did on the other ones. All right, guys. That's it. We're going to try to wrap it up. Went a little long last night, so hopefully we're a little shorter than that tonight. You guys take care. Have a great day. Good luck. Thanks for watching. And, of course, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, take care.